Fraction and Decimal Solutions Part 1. So before we start the questions, we're going to look at a quick summary of fractions. What is a fraction? A form of a by b where b is not equal to 0 is a fraction. The dividend a is called numerator and non-zero divisor b is called the denominator. A fraction shows a part of a whole. A whole can be a region or a group. If there's a full part, we call it as whole. If we divide the whole into two equal parts, it is called half, that is 1 by 2. If we divide it by 4 parts, it is called quarters, that is 1 by 4. If we divide it by 8 parts, it is called 1 by 8, that is eighths. Now let's start working out the questions. Question number 1. A. Find the fraction of shaded stars to the total stars. B. Find the fraction of crossed circles to the total circles. C. Find the fraction of total stars to the total shapes in the box. D. Find the fraction of total shapes shaded to the total shapes in the box. A. Fraction of shaded stars to total stars, which is equal to 3 by 5. There are 3 number of stars shaded and 5 total number of stars. So, thus 3 by 5. B. The fraction of cross circles to the total circles is equal to the number of cross circles are 3 and total number of circles is 5. So, hence 3 by 5. C. The fraction of total stars to the total shapes in the box. Number of stars is equal to 5 and total number of shapes is equal to 13. Hence, 5 by 13. D. Find the fraction of total shapes shaded to the total shapes in the box. Number of shapes shaded is equal to 5 and total number of shapes is equal to 13. Hence, 5 by 13. Before we proceed to question number 2, let us look at fraction of numbers. A fraction of number represents the division of that number into equal parts, with a numerator indicating how many parts are taken and the denominator representing the total number of equal parts the number is divided into. Let us see an example to make you understand more better. As you can see here, there are 15 circles here. So let us consider 2 by 3 of 15. How do you find it out? Now we're going to divide this 15 dots equally into 3 groups and each part has 5 dots. In that dots, we need only 2 parts. So 2 into 5 is equal to 10 dots. So 2 by 3 of 15 is equal to 10 dots. Dividing the number by the numerator, that is 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. And then multiplying the quotient, you get the numerator, that is 5 into 2, which is equal to 10. Now using this, we will do question number 2. The given figure is made up of 3 squares. If 1 by 3 of square P and 1 by 4 of square Q are shaded, what fraction of square R is shaded? As you can see in the given picture, the side of square P is 3. So, area of square P is equal to 3 into 3, that is 9 square centimeter. So, the shaded area is equal to 1 by 3 of 9, which is equal to 3 square centimeter. Because they have given 1 by 3 of square P is shaded. Similarly, for Q, if we do, we will get the shaded area as 4 square centimeter. Now, in order to find the shaded area of square, we have to first find the area of square R. Finding, we will get 4 square centimeter. And then, shaded area in Q is equal to area shaded in P plus area shaded in R. The shaded part of Q is 4 and shaded part of P is 3. So, 4 is equal to 3 plus area shaded in R. So, 1 square centimeter is equal to area shaded in R. Since they have asked for fraction, we're going to make it into a fraction. Fraction of square R shaded is equal to area shaded divided by total area of R, which is equal to 1 by 4. Now let's move on to question number 3. How many more triangular units must be shaded so that 3 by 4 of the given figure is unshaded? Be carefully and note here that they have asked unshaded part. Total number of triangular divisions is equal to 32. In that, unshaded part is equal to 15. To get 3 by 4 as unshaded, first let us see how much 3 by 4 of 32 is. As we can see here, 3 by 2 of 32 is equal to 24. Already unshaded part is equal to 15. So we have to unshade 9 more triangular units to get 3 by 4 of the figure as unshaded. Question 4. If 1 by 4th of a number is 256, then 5 by 4th of that number is dash. Let the number be n. Given 1 by 4 of n is equal to 256. Then n is equal to 256 divided by 1 by 4. If we reciprocal that fraction, we'll get 4 by 1, which is equal to 256 into 4, which is equal to 1024. That is n. They have asked to find 5 by 4th of that number. So 5 by 4th of 1024 is equal to 1280. Question 5. How many minutes are there in 1 by 20 of 6 hours? Let us find 1 by 20 of 6 hours, which is equal to 3 by 10 hours. Converting 3 by 10 hours into minutes, we get 18 minutes. As we can see, there's a table at the bottom of our screen. Please make sure that you remember this table. So if you keep this table in mind, you can make sure that you finish your paper in no time. Question number 6. There are 75 people at a party. 25 of them are men. If 1 by 5th of them are women, then find the fraction of children in the party. So the total number of people at the party is 75. And 25 of them are men. That is 25 by 75 of them are men, which is equal to 1 by 3. Fraction of children in the party is equal to whole minus fraction of women minus fraction of men. Fraction of children in the party is equal to 1 minus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 7 by 15. Question 7. A right angle is dash of a revolution and straight angle is dash of a revolution. As we know, a revolution is 360 degree and one right angle in that revolution is 90 degree. Similarly, the straight angle is 180 degree. So in order to find how many right angles are there in a revolution, 90 degree by 360, which is equal to 1 by 4 of a revolution, and a straight angle is 180 degree by 360 degree, that is equal to 1 by 2 of a revolution. Question 8. How many right angles are there in two 1 by 2 complete turns? We know that one revolution is 360 degree and one right angle is equal to 90 degree. So in one full rotation, number of right angles is equal to 360 degree by 90 degree, which is equal to 4. Therefore, in two 1 by 2 complete turns, that is 5 by 2, the number of right angles is equal to 10. There are 10 right angles in two 1 by 2 complete turns. Question 9. A man is facing north. In which direction will he face if he makes A. 1 by 4 revolution clockwise, B. 3 by 4 revolution anti-clockwise? Answer. After completing one full rotation means that the man is facing the same direction, that is north. Then he just has to turn 1 by 4 of a revolution, which is equal to 90 degrees clockwise. So now the man is facing east direction. B. From north, he turns 3 by 4 anti-clockwise. Therefore, he turns 270 degrees anti-clockwise. Then he will face the east direction. Question 12. What is the fractional value of P and Q? Here, there are 10 divisions between 6.47 and 6.49. In order to find what is the value of one division, we have to first subtract 6.47 minus 6.49, which is equal to 0.02. And since there are 10 divisions between these two numbers, we have to divide it by 10. Then we will get the value of each division. Q is equal to 6.486 and P is equal to 6.496. If we change it into fractional value, it will be the C option. Now, before going on to the rest of the questions, we're going to first tell you all about the types of fractions. A fraction whose numerator is less than its denominator is called a proper fraction. The value of these fractions are always less than 1. These are parts of a whole. Now, the next is improper fraction. A fraction whose numerator is greater than or equal to its denominator is called an improper fraction. The value of these fractions are always equal to or more than 1. Mixed fraction. A fraction which is combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. All improper fractions can be written as in the form of mixed fractions. Equivalent fractions. Fractions that have the same value after being simplified or reduced. Complex fraction. Numerator and the denominator both are themselves a fraction. Like fraction. Fractions that have the same denominator are called like fractions. Unlike fractions. Fractions that have the different denominator are called unlike fractions. Unit fractions. Fractions that have 1 as the numerator are called unit fractions. Now let us move on to a comparison of fractions. Like fraction. In like fraction, the fraction with greater numerator is greater. For example, which is greater, 5 by 12 and 7 by 12? It is obvious that 7 by 12 is greater than 5 by 12. With unlike fraction, that is with different numerators. To compare unlike fractions, we first convert them into like fractions by using the following steps and then compare them. Find the LCM of all the denominators of the given fraction, convert each fraction into its equivalent fraction with their denominator equal to the LCM. After converting them into like fractions, we can compare. Now, unlike fractions with equal numerators. In unlike fractions with equal numerators, the fractions having greater denominator is smaller. Example, 7 by 9 is greater than 7 by 11. Now let's move on to question number 13. Which of the following are arranged in descending order? It is a B option because the given fractions are 1 by 7, 2 by 5 and 2 by 7. As we can see here, both of these are like fractions because they have the same denominator. So we can see clearly that 2 by 7 is greater than 1 by 7. So if it's in descending order, then 2 by 7 has to be in first, right? In unlike fractions with equal numerators, the fraction having greater denominator is smaller. Hence, 2 by 5 is greater than 2 by 7. So we can arrange the fractions in descending order as 2 by 5, 2 by 7 and then 1 by 7. Question number 14. Which of the following fractions are arranged in descending order? As we can see here, the denominators are not the same. So we have to find the LCM of all these denominators to make them equal. After finding the LCM and after converting them into like fractions, we can finally get to compare them. So descending order of the given fractions is 7 by 8, 5 by 6, 2 by 3 and then 3 by 7. Question number 15. Arrange the given fractions from smallest to greatest. As we can see here also the denominators are not the same. Hence we have to use the LCM. Using LCM, after converting into like fractions, we can compare. Comparing from smallest to greatest, we get 1 by 4, 3 by 5, 2 by 3 and then 5 by 7. Converting mixed fractions into an improper fractions. To convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction, we multiply the whole number by the denominator of the proper fraction and then add the numerator of the fraction to product to get numerator of the improper fraction. The denominator of the required improper fraction will be the same as that of the proper fraction. Let me make it simple for you. Improper fraction is equal to whole number into denominator plus numerator by the same denominator. Let us take an example to make it more clear to you. The mixed fraction, that is 3, 1 by 5. Turning it into an improper fraction, we first have to multiply 3 into 5, that is 15, plus 1, that is equal to 16. So the improper fraction is 16 by 5. Now, converting improper fraction into a mixed fraction. This is quite simple. Divide the numerator of the given improper fraction by its denominator. The quotient will represent the whole number and the remainder so obtained will be the numerator of the fractional part. The denominator of the fractional part will be the same as that of the improper fraction. Mixed fraction is equal to quotient, remainder by denominator. Example, 16 by 5 is an improper fraction. If we divide it, here quotient is equal to 3, remainder is 1 and denominator by 5. Hence, we have to write the mixed fraction as 3, 1 by 5. Now, here's another topic, equivalent fractions. The fractions representing the same part of a whole are called equivalent fractions. There are two ways of obtaining equivalent fractions. By multiplying its numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number. Example, 2 by 3 is equal to 12 by 18. If we multiply numerator and the denominator by 6, we will get 12 by 18, which is an equivalent fraction. For larger fractions, we can divide its numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number to find the equivalent fraction. Example, 24 by 48 is equal to 3 by 6. If we divide both the numerator and denominator by 8, we will get the fraction 3 by 6. In the next part, we're going to see more sums of fractions. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and turn on post notifications so that you guys never miss out on a video that I upload. And I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.